All right, hello everyone. This is Josh, also known as Yashu. You're just tuning into another episode of the TLOY Talks podcast. You can get this on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Buzzsprout, much more. Patreon. Definitely check out Patreon too with the various tiers. And shit, we're about to get it started right now. So we have another artist back on the pod too. She was just on the pod just a couple years ago too. Now has since blown up with the music, with the content too. Was nominated for the Playaz Ball award too. Just recently too, has released a couple tracks called RAXX City and Matthew. So we have RAXX in the building back again.
Hello. Yeah, so happy to be back.
Yeah, man. Nah, it's been killing it lately.
Thank you.
I think afterwards too, I think you just had those two songs too, but then you started kind of blowing up from there too, to just doing shows in Hamilton,
Yeah.
opening for Danny Fernandes too, and Playaz Ball as well too, with the award thing. So I want to just jump ship into Playaz Ball and all that too. So how did you feel getting that nomination, all that?
I love it. I think it's awesome that they did that for the city, and I think that Toronto artists need recognition, and it's awesome. We need to have more of it.
Oh, that's facts. Because I know the showcase, I know it went pretty well and all that too, and I know a lot of people pulled through,
Yeah.
Pinky Doll's sister pulled up I think Everything Foreign or something like that too, but she did her thing.
Yeah.
Snoopy,
Yeah.
people from Real Bad Girls with the Six and all that too.
I know. I really wanted to be there, but I was with Danny. We were on the road, so I couldn't be there. But it looked lit. It looked really, really fun. Lots of familiar faces were in the building.
Yeah.
And shout out Paris for winning the female.
True. Oh, that's facts. And even since last time too, even since 2 years ago too. So how's life been for you in a sense too? I know there were some things that were going on too, but just overall mental wise, just life wise too, it's been good or?
Yeah, I mean, I took a little bit of a hiatus. My partner passed away, so I had to kind of take a step back from music and just kind of grieve and see what the next kind of chapter was in my life. And I wanted to come back to music and still stay in the rap kind of vibe, but I'm kind of changing up. How Post Malone started with rap and now he's country.
Yeah.
So I'm experimenting a little bit. I'm working on an album right now. It was supposed to be released this year, but it's going to be released next year. And yeah, it's called Ghost in My Garden. And yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Oh, true. Any producers, engineers working on that?
Well, Trevor Anderson is my engineer. I love him. And then I work with producers from all over. They email me beats, or I go on BeatStars and find what fits with the lyrics. I also am releasing a remix to RAXX City this year. That's coming out in the next month or two. I'm not too sure of the exact date because Created by Adam is the producer on that. And it's really interesting. It'll be interesting to hear what people think about it because it's kind of a different sound. It's rap, rock. I don't even know how to explain it. Drum and bass. It's crazy. So stay tuned for that.
That's facts. It's not a very big obvious feature too, or is it someone kind of outside of what people would expect and all that?
It's definitely not my sound. It's a different sound, but it's RAXX City because Adam loved RAXX City so much. He wanted to do something on his own, produce something on his own and use the lyrics for it. And it's crazy. So I'm excited for that.
True. And I mean, even Matthew too, because I think that's one of your more indie tracks and all that too, very emotional, very introspective and all that too. So even diving deep on that, what was that process and inspiration with that,
Well, Matthew was my partner who passed away. He overdosed. So mental health is a big thing for me as well. I'm a big advocate with it. In my grieving, that's kind of how I process, write music and stuff. And I wanted to, honor him in a way and always have that conversation. And I love performing it. It's one of my favorite things to perform because I can look in the crowd and see that people relate. And I just think it's just opens up a conversation, and that's ultimately what it is. And I just don't want his legacy to ever die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long live Matthew, either way too.
Thank
I
you.
mean, he is very important in your story and in your journey too. And hopefully even with the closure too, and even just representing him the best way too, it works out either way, So
Yeah.
exactly.
Thank you.
No problem. and even like dealing with like loss and like grief, like in that sense too. Like, how did you like kind of like deal with, like, aside from like writing the song too? Like, have you ever like went to therapy, or did you like had like any friends that you could like actually like speak with?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's a process. Like you kind of take it one day at a time. Cam H was a huge help, and I love them so much. It's actually a full circle moment because I'm in talks with them right now to do like benefit shows like in the new year and stuff. So, and I'm also doing a benefit show in Brampton for Bros Before Lows on November 22nd, and it's for men's mental health and suicide prevention, and we're trying to raise 10 grand before 2026.
True. I'm actually like gonna spin the block on this too, to even like dive deep on the discussion too. So, do you feel that like therapy, like, or like even just like mental health resources in Toronto or like in Canada should kind of be free, like in that sense too? Because I know therapy is like very expensive, like right now too. Like I know some people pay like $250 an hour for a session, or $300 like an hour for a session too, depending on the qualified like therapist or the person with the experience too. So
right, yeah. I mean, there are programs and there are things out there. The waiting list sometimes is really, really long, and we can always do better in mental health because it's such a epidemic right now. Yeah. But I think that stems from a lot of things. But there are avenues out there, and especially like if it is an emergency, like I really recommend like going to CAMH Emergency because they can help you more than like you think. And there's no stigma to it either. Like speak about it.
Yeah. Because like I know, like in my opinion too, I feel like there is like a lot of people, like I think like even like in the city in general, that do need like some sort of like therapy like services or mental health services. Like
we all do.
Yeah. Because I know just how chaotic the city is, like because with the violence, with just like the expenses of like living here too, and like everything else like going on too.
The world just sucks right now.
Yeah.
Take us back to 2016,
Yeah, that's facts. Junior chicken for like $2 or something like that too. But I mean, I know like dental care is like free in Toronto too, like more so recently too, for people within certain conditions and all that too. But I feel like they could do the same thing for like mental health too.
I totally agree with you. Yeah. And like homelessness and like addiction and stuff. Like it's crazy. Like Read in the Streets is awesome, and he really brings a lot of awareness to that. And he posted a story recently where it's like, if you want to go to rehab, like you got to pay like $30,000. Like if you want to go that day, which an addict, like, it takes them. So if an addict is like, I want to go to rehab today, they got to pay 30 grand or wait 6 months, like I think it's crazy.
Oh, that's facts. Even to like, because I know we're gonna head back to like this other discussion too about the whole Playaz Ball situation too, and there was like this like one situation that I think everyone is like talking about too, and it's Charmaine's situation too, like, and I know like there were like a lot of people that spoke on it. I know she spoke on it like officially too, and like the people affiliated with the service with the ball like kind of spoke on it like in a way too. Because I know like it deals with like the whole like MeToo Time's Up like movement too. So like even in like from that situation too, like initially, did you feel like everyone had like presented like the right responses like with that situation too, with Charmaine's versus like the people affiliated with the ball and all that?
I didn't see too much of it. Like I saw her post. I know a lot of the people involved, so I don't really. It's hard to speak on, but it just goes back to just like females in the industry, and there's a lot of stuff that we have to deal with constantly, and it's just like it's unfortunate. Like you want to think that it's changing, and slowly I think, but it's still situations like that kind of bring light. It's just shitty people in the world, like there's no need for it.
So I know right now with the MeToo and Time's Up movement, like it is like improving too with a lot of the situations going on too, because I know like men are being held accountable for their situations too, and other people that might have caused situations to be held accountable too. So I do definitely see that like in that point too, and like I mean more so recently, certain services too where they'll have like ones like based on like certain genders to kind of take on the experience too, or to have like certain like security and like more enforcements, like trying to like protect it like in a way too for safe spaces and everything else too. But like even with the Me Too and times of moment. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Like right now, like currently, and do you feel like it's like still like prevalent like in the music industry where people are standing up for themselves too because of like these situations and all that?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's always going to be around, like that's just the way the world works. Yes, is it getting better? For sure. Like over years you see it getting better, but still I think it'll always be around, unfortunately. But that's just like entitlement and like the world.
Yeah, because I know even with Uber, like now, like with women, like they could get like women drivers, like in that sense too, to drive them instead of like a man too, because I know with the recent epidemic, and I think that could be the same thing for studios and like even like certain like buildings too, like with women that want to like record music and all that too, like for their choice and all that too, like they'll have someone that's like an engineer or producer that's a woman that could kind of make the space like safe for someone, like in that sense too. So maybe it could work like that too, like because I know like in some situations of studios and like other areas too, there is like a lot of like predatory things too, like the whole like not pay to play, but like hey, if you like wanna like do something for beats too instead of like paying money, then
like there's always that thing, right? Like you gotta suck dick to get to where you are as a female, because like it's hard for us to get taken seriously, and like it is a male dominated field, and the higher ups are all men, and they use that to their advantage. I've been in situations where guys want to link and do either writing things or go to the studio or whatever, and it's just like then you get there and you just feel the vibe, but you just got to kind of go through life and like figure out who fits with you and like trust your people, because like it's a big thing. But I mean, like not all men are bad, like I love my engineer, like Trevor is like so sick, and all the other engineers and stuff I've worked with before, like Mills and like Lou, like those guys are all solid guys.
That's facts. No, that's dope to hear and all that. Even because I know you talked about like touring for a bit too, like, because you actually did some shows with like Danny Fernandes too in Collingwood, Owen Sound, and you were supposed to go like some other cities too, and like you actually also performed in Hamilton, I think, for the 905 Fest that K-Trix did and all that too. So how was that experience like performing like all over Ontario and Canada too, like all over Canada, or just
Ontario this year, I think, and like Quebec, and like I'm going to Ottawa on Wednesday and Thursday for a weed festival with Kind, which will be dope. I honestly love touring. I love performing. If I could do it every single day, I would. It brings me joy and happiness. Like I don't care if I'm performing to one person or 10,000. It's still the best feeling ever.
And even like that hometown show too in Collingwood too, like how was that like to have did you notice like any like old friends from school?
Oh yeah, totally. I love playing Collingwood. I've played there 2 or 3 times now, and it's just like the hometown love is sick. And like I will continue to play there. I really want to play Pride there next year, so we're hoping that manifest that.
It's not dope to hear too. Like I know like in the hometown too, because I don't know if you know like that whole like boozy like Vlad TV clip too, where the hypnotized by like hatred thing and all that too, where like they see you like blow up too, and like they notice that they can't be like around you at times too, because like if you're if you're up, then they want to be around that circle, but like if it's someone that you don't know like really like that too, you kind of like shun them down too. Like, do you ever feel like you'll have like those like hometown like haters in that sense too? Like,
oh yeah, you're gonna have haters everywhere you go. But like, if you don't have haters, then you're not doing it right. Yeah. Because I love haters. But honestly, like you just gotta keep your head in the game and just keep going.
Yeah, that's facts. Have you ever thought about doing like a hometown like show too, like a headline show like in the city?
Yeah, when I get there, like we're still working on that like headline spot, I definitely can do it. Like in Ottawa, I'm playing basically a 3-hour set, but it's like little sets like broken up, and then with my DJ True Vibes. So
that's facts. That's facts. And even like opening up for like Danny Fernandes too, because I know with that guy too, like he had like a lot of like highs and like lows too. Like I know like with his biggest highs, with like Electric and like all the other songs.
He's got some fucking bangers. Bangers. Yeah.
Like how was it like like even like opening up for him and all that?
He's great. Like it's really I'm really happy to see all these artists like that were like OG Canadian artists like coming back and doing their thing, like Sean Desmond and him. Danny had cancer. I'm not sure if he still has it, and like struggled obviously. So it's really great to see him come back, and he put on a great show. So
and I mean, he had the Love You the Way too, because I know with the radio hits, because with those like radio hits too, you get paid like either way, you know. So like with him, Jordan, Sean, me and Martina,
Chaclair, Cardinal.
Pretty much.
Chaclair and Cardinal are killing it, especially because of all the Blue Jays stuff. So it's dope to see. I love it.
Yeah. And I mean, CHFI, like 92.5 too, like they always like play those like hits too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as like active as much too, because there are like a lot of like younger artists that are getting played, but like they get paid. Like Jordan's like getting a bag, like one way or another too. Danny Fernandes, like, because they have to, you know. So
yeah, but it's hard. Like it's hard to make money as an artist. Doing live shows, merch, like streaming world, you don't really make that much. So yeah, like. Love touring.
Yeah, true. And like I think you opened up for Carl Wolf. And
I did. I love Carl. Hi, Carl.
True. So I know Carl, like he's like dope too. And then I know there was like I think Danny Doucette, who's like another dope artist.
Oh, I love Danny too. Yeah, she's one of his artists.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you know, to even like dive like deep like on the shows too, like, you know, what were like some interesting crazy like tour stories that you've had too, like, you know, like just like being on the road and all that. You know?
I don't really have any crazy things like that much. The only like recent crazy thing that happened was I was with Amp TV and we were driving up to a shoot in Vaughan, and the tire blew and we had to like it was bad. We were stuck on the side of the highway, but nothing crazy as of yet. Hopefully when I start doing world tours, like there'll be more funny stories, and then in a couple of years I can come tell you those.
Oh, that's facts. There was I think a promoter from Oshawa that wrote a book about like bringing like a lot of like rappers like in the city and all that too, and like he had a crazy story about like Ghostface Killah, where he did a show, had a couple like not ladies of the night too, but ladies of the stage that come to the after party and then go back to the hotel room, pretty much.
Yeah.
And there was a situation where he didn't have like protection on him to, if you know, you know. And so basically, this is actually like some facts too. I think they posted like a video on YouTube, but he used, it's like an excerpt of the book, but he used a grocery bag, like, you know, like those like plastic bags and all that too, and
like saran wrap. He like saran wrapped it.
I guess so, and like, you know, cut a like hole. Well, not cut a hole, but like kind of made it so that, and you know, if it fits too. But like that was like something that I just like recently found out, and like
yeah, I don't have any of those stories, unfortunately.
Yeah, true.
But soon, hopefully.
Yeah, true. But even like do's and don'ts and all that too. Like what are like some like do's and don'ts? You know, being like an opener or just being on road and all that. You know.
Do's and don'ts. Like I think always something that I've noticed is like opening acts, not sending their sets to the DJ until like late, like always make sure you're on time. Yeah, and stay around for other artists too. Like I always like to like watch other artists and stay for other sets. Even if like you're a headliner, like I think it's important to support all of the artists.
Oh, that's facts. Like I know with some shows too, like they'll go as far as like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. and all that too. So would you actually like
shows never run on time?
Yeah,
let's just make that very clear. Yeah. Anytime someone's like a sound check is this time and the show starts at this time, it is not. Yeah. It's a lie.
Yeah, because I think like there was like the show at like Bar Cathedral that I went to, and like the doors didn't open till 9, even though the show was supposed to be I think like 7 or 8. And then I think performances like didn't happen till like 11 too. So you're staying for a bit soon till you see the guy that you watch and all that, or the artist that you watch, and sometimes like it's good, but then the show won't end until like 2, 3 a.m. Like some people they'll have work or they'll have like other stuff going on like 9 to 5. So it's like they have to kind of like dip or to not miss their train, not miss the bus and all that. To others, it's like I don't mind staying too. But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's facts.
There's a lot of waiting in this game. Hurry up and wait.
True. Even for opening acts and like for other people too, I don't know if they have like, you know, like a dressing room or like a little room, and like I know with
green room.
Yeah, green room. Mm-hmm. Like, do they do that for some of the artists? Like even for you, like at shows?
Yeah, like I need it. I always request that, like if it's available, because it's like nice to. I hate like rolling up to a show. I like to roll up to shows by myself, honestly, because like I just, before you perform, like you got to get in that headspace, especially like if you're doing a long set. You don't want to be talking to people and like whatever after the show. 100%. Like I love going out and talking to people and like being in the crowd. But before, like, because you're like so kind of like getting into game time mode, like it's so good to have a green room for sure. I don't have a rider yet, but soon.
True.
I was like, what would I have on my rider? But for sure, lemon. I need lemon water.
Tea as well too.
Not tea. No, I'm not a big hot drinking girl. I need it like cold, cold. You feel me?
Because I know like tea can actually help, with the vocals and all that too.
Yeah.
With the diaphragm, like the throat and all that too. So
Yeah. No, for sure. Like if you get like kind of raspy, yeah, for sure.
I know one thing for me too, like with some shows too. This is like a little bit of a rant too, but like it's like when they have like 10 or 15 artists like performing.
Oh my
at a
god,
show
like
too.
it's so
Like,
stupid.
Yeah, like I think some shows should only have like maybe 3-4 artists like minimum.
Yes.
So, and like do it more of a monthly or bi-weekly type thing where like everyone gets like represented too, but like it's like the efficiency of the show kind of goes like that way too, because I think that's like a problem with some shows like in Toronto too, where they have like 10-15 people performing too, and like
But do you know why they do that?
why do they
They do that for one because they want to fill out the venue, and if you have 15 acts and those people bring 2 people or whatever, it kind of fills up the venue, or they'll get the artist to sell tickets. And so it's like so chaotic and it's so annoying. Like if I see there's going to be like 10 plus people on a bill, I decline, unless it's like a good festival, where it's like good. Like I'm a very scheduled person. I hate when that's like my biggest pet peeve, when like things are like not run smoothly. And I give you run your shit tight. I love it. Love the emails. I love being on time. It's all good. But it's just crazy, like this industry,
Yeah, because I don't know with some people too, but like like even like those like 15 people, they do expect to be paid like in some way, shape, or form, whether it's for tickets or whether it's for a cosign too. But I feel like even with 3 or 4 artists performing, like you have like a set rate that you can give them to, and then maybe as an incentive, like whatever like tickets like you could sell to, like that's gonna be like the amount too, so that like everyone gets like paid fairly too. Everyone gets paid like depending on the rate or depending on the budget of the show too. And I think like that can like work out too, having a DJ finding a venue that might work out like in that sense too. And I think we're starting to get that like nowadays too. And like one I don't know if you know like School Night, like the production company, like, they kind of do it like that too, where they bring like certain artists like of that caliber, and like it runs like smoothly too, like at a very decent venue, and it's not like a dingy like venue where you don't know what's going on.
I think that like as you grow as an artist, you learn, and in the beginning, like obviously like I've been doing this for 10 years, but in the beginning there's a lot of shit that you learn, and that being one of them. It's just the levels, right? Like you got to kind of earn your stripes in this shit. And so doing those shows in the beginning, and then like getting to a point of being in this for 10 years, like you want, like my name in this is worth money on your poster. So therefore, like I want to be paid. It's a business at the end of the day, right? But there's a lot of scams you gotta look out for, and never play to pay or pay to play. Never do that. Like you can go rent a speaker and a microphone from Long and McQuaid, go down to Yonge and Dundas, get a busker's permit that's like $20, and do a thing, and you'll get more of a return than doing one of these pay to play shows, because all of those people are artists in that room and they don't give a fuck. They just want to, they think you think that they sell you this dream, and it's like, no, like it's there, and there's a lot of promoters, not gonna say names, but I'm sure you know them too.
Pretty much. I know there's a show like recently that you performed at. I think it was like the Still Tippin' like showcase too, and like
Price the Boss. I love him.
And I know with that show too, they have like women who kind of like dance at the shows too, to kind of give, pretty much. Do you ever feel like with Toronto and like just like even in Canada in general, that there's like a lack of like strip clubs or places where strippers can actually showcase their talent, like in the city too?
I mean, it would be nice to get like a classy strip club. Like we don't really have classy ones like the Brass Rail. Like girls got to get their bag, it'd be interesting. They did just open a burlesque kind of new club right by like Medieval Times. I don't know what it's called, But it looks pretty dope, and I like that.
Yeah, I know they have like House of like Lancaster and like Zanzibar too, but
those are dirty. Like, let's be real. The carpet in that place has seen some shit.
Oh shit!
It like, ugh, gross.
Yeah. And I mean the back rooms and stuff like that too. But I know like they're not gonna be comparable to like a Magic City or to like the clubs like in Atlanta too, like Blue Flame. And I think because like
11 in Miami.
Yeah.
That'd be sick if we could get something like that.
Booby Trap or something like that too. I want to see something like a Magic City or friggin' like, like a booby club,
Are you a big strip club guy?
I do want to be like at certain aspects too. Like I've went to like Zanzibar a couple times too.
Okay.
And, like,
okay.
I'm not rocking with Zanzibar at all. Like this is like.
Are you a private dance kind of guy? Or are you like a front row kind of guy?
I prefer the private dances too, but like. I've only went, like the last time I went to a strip club was when I was in university and all that too. It's not like now like because like now it's like the same old type stuff too. Because I think with Toronto, like even with the whole like strip club like culture there, it's like they'll have like the bartenders like just wearing a suit and tie and all that and like serving you food and all that. It's not gonna be like like in Atlanta too where you have like the startenders or like in Starlets where they have the startenders they're just like getting like the money the way too because like when people talk about strip clubs they're talking about Atlanta, New York, Houston, like even Drake mentioned like Houston, Atlanta, Vegas and all that too. Like that's like the epitome of proper nightlife after hours like nightlife.
Yeah.
Too. It's not like Toronto where some women like they have to pay to kind of dance in the club too, which is
wild. But I think it stems to like it's Canada, so it's like it's not as cool as the States. Like we don't have dollar bills, even though I think that now like House of Lancaster does a thing where they sell you ones, like they're like fake ones, and I think that's cool because you want to throw money,
Yeah. And I actually had a homie who invited me out to like a posh like supper club, and they brought like strippers like at the thing too, like dancing too. But I feel like we could have something like that too, like on a bigger scale where we have a Magic City or a Booby Trap, and like we have DJs playing the music and to get the music going too, because like DJs not DJs, I mean strip clubs are the epitome of getting your music like played like in the city too. Like that's like how it worked for like Atlanta, Houston, Miami and all that too. Like it can be the same for the city too, where you have like a stripper like recommending some tracks and all that, a DJ plays it and it goes up. Song like track
there we
goes up,
go. Marketing.
Yeah. Pretty much. But
love it.
Yeah. Do you ever like you think that could work too, like in a bigger scale?
Maybe, yeah, for sure.
To even like finalize the idea of like the strip club discussion too. Do you ever feel like they should like leave their hometown to kind of make some bags too, or like they should kind of start off in the city first?
I know lots of girls, but like girls that do it, and I think that it stems from like not really wanting to bump into friends when you're like shaking your ass, Like I know girls that go out to like Kingston and stuff. Yeah. Not Kingston, North Bay.
Oh, true.
And like go up there, and the men don't have much to do up there, so they just spend their bag.
Yeah. I think Alberta is like kind of like the same too. BC. I know more girls around Ontario and other parts are going to BC because like that's what the actual money is. Alberta, because with Alberta there's the oil money and all that too. And like, there's like a lack of a scene there too. So it's either they're paying for lust or they're paying for drugs and all that too. And
it's a struggle out there.
Yeah. But I feel like that could like kind of improve the nightlife too, because I know like those
bring the strippers to Toronto, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you look at Rebel. Like Rebel has like go-go dancers and stuff.
Yeah, true. I know. I don't know if you've seen like some clips on IG. So there's women that do like the whole like burlesque thing that kind of perform at bars and all that too, and like they do their thing too, and like it's something that's like pretty interesting too. I think this guy named Mitchell posts some clips on IG where he had
like Mitchell the artist.
Yeah.
Like shout out Mitchell.
Yeah, he's a pretty dope dude.
He always comes to every show. I love Mitchell.
Yeah. Like I remember seeing like some clips on IG where like these like women are dancing at these events too, and like it is like pretty interesting too that there is like a burlesque like scene in Toronto, and like
it's an art. Yeah. It's an art, like and I appreciate it. It's cool. Cool.
That's facts. To kind of dive deep on these topics too. These are like topics that I really want to like discuss too. So Cardi dropped I Am the Drama just a couple like months back. Like I know Outside is on there. I think it's like double platinum right now, or like about to be diamond too.
So good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how do you feel about that right now?
I love it. Like I think Cardi's a boss. She's one of my favorite female rappers, and she made a great project. And that's something to be said about taking your pain of like her divorce with Offset and like making something out of it. I think it's so dope, and that's why I love doing music.
Yeah, in my opinion too, I definitely rate the project like in a way too. Like I liked how it's like more introspective and more like socially conscious.
Yeah.
Than like a lot of the other stuff going on too, because like she has like some tracks where she talks about her pain. She talks about family life. She talks about her culture. She talks about like dealing with a man that treated her like shit for so many years too, and like she's finally reclaiming her independence and her energy that she had like at the beginning too. And like there were like some hits too that came in the way too, like Outside, Airtime with like Lotto, like that's like a dope track too. Pretty and Paid, Bodega Barbie.
Oh, look at you drop it.
Like a lot of like dope hits too, like even the track with I think Kalani called like Save too, like it's still doing good too.
I love that one.
In my opinion, it's not invasion of privacy. Like I don't think it could be at a point to where it could be like in discussions with like Grammy like nominated projects too. I feel like in terms of like hits and in terms of tracks that can get attention to, like it's probably not going to be like a Grammy discussion for a bit too, because I'm
pretty sure she got nominated, didn't she?
For Outside, but because like since the project dropped, I think like sometime in September, like the
It was too late.
Yeah. So more likely next year too. I feel like
Drake got nominated. Yeah. I saw that, and Party Next Door, and Bryson Tiller.
Yeah.
So dope to see. And Tate McRae.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like it is a good project out of her contemporaries, and like it is 100 times like more better than Pink Friday too. But I feel
Are you talking about Nicki now?
Well, I'm gonna just like use the Nicki discussion like later on too. But I feel like in terms of it, like having like more of a consciousness too. Like I feel like that project is very good too. But because like like how like Cardi had all these like other hits too with Bartier Cardi and the track like J Balvin and I think not Anuel Bad Bunny and then like even like Bodak Yellow and like all these like other stuff too. Like I feel like you would have to find something that could kind of match up to those songs too, like in terms of like hits, in terms of like replay value too. It is like a great project for people to like tap into, and there is like some replay value in some of the tracks too. But I feel like if we're talking like chart wise too, I feel like this isn't meant for the charts too. It's like more for the fans and
Cardi's album. Yeah. She doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting, like how people are like pin people against each other, like artists. Like it's so competitive, like the rap game, and it's just interesting. It's interesting to see, like, because it's like, how do you make the argument of who's better? What like number wise? Like art is subjective, so it's like whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, like, I don't want to like compare like way too much. I know there were like other projects that were good too, like Glorious by Gorilla, which is like Grammy like nominated too. Doechii. Like I know Alligator Bites like Never Heal. I feel it is like more of a sleeper project that people like started to enjoy later on too. I think like it didn't ignite until Anxiety too, but I remembered when she had a song called like What It Is with Kodak Black. Like I remembered like just like walking by and like people like there was like a car like playing that song too, and
she had some crazy songs. What was that one? She's like screaming. It's dope. I forget.
There was like I think like she's Icky like Vicky type vibes or something like that too, or like
she's brilliant. She's brilliant. Yeah.
It's other artists named Samara Sin. Like she's like also like fire too. Just dropped like a recent like she just dropped like a recent project too. She opened up for Smino. She did her thing as well too. As far like I know like JT with I think City Cinderella or something like that too. Like that is like also like a very amazing project too. Like it has like a lot of hits, like replay values. Like it is like garnered to her fan base as well too. And like Pink Friday too, it's good. Like it has like some good songs too, but it wasn't something that like captivated me away. Like
you're gonna have the Barbs after you. They come in hot, you know. Like true. I don't ever want to diss Nicki ever because her fan base is crazy.
Yeah, true. I don't want to like kind of hold off on that too, but I know because I know Nicki had some things too. Like I know like we don't want to like dive in too deep on it too, but like do you ever feel like she gives like hater vibes like now as opposed to back in the day?
I just think again mental health is crazy. Look at the best way I can describe it is like she's kind of giving like Kanye, you know, like someone take her phone away. She doesn't need to be on Twitter,
True.
You know. But I think it's just like it stems from wanting to be the best in this shit. Like you always got to be the best, and like when someone threatens that, then it's like,
Yeah.
but
And it kind of goes like into a spiral too. And like even like with the music before and now, like it felt like, you know, she was like biting like a lot of people too. And like this is why like I kind of like had this like list too. Like in the song, like I think Up All Night, she says like fuck I look like ho, look like yes and you like no. On Itty Bitty Piggy,
Ours.
I think I'll have a rap bitch for my entree because they be thinking they can spit shine my shoes.
Yeah.
Check it out. I just pop up on these hoes on some pimple shit and put the iron to your face, you old wrinkle bitch. And a
Ours.
monster. And I'll say Bride of Chucky is child's play, just killed another career. It's a mild day. And then I think some of the new stuff too. Let me see.
That's so funny.
For a free beat, you could hit Megan Raw if you a ghostwriter, party and Megan Cha. It's crazy. I don't want to like dive too deep because I don't want to like glaze too much, but like
Yeah.
it is like a lot of stuff too where you do definitely see like, you know, hate, like even
It's the
like,
culture.
pretty much, you know.
It's the culture.
But like I know with Nicki and Cardi, like because like they're doing the same for Drake and Kendrick and like all the other people too,
It
and like
sells units, you know,
Yeah.
and that's what publicity, you know, is. And it did it that little beef caused Cardi's album sales to go way up, right? Because then
Yeah.
people tune in and they love the drama,
Yeah,
right?
true. And I think it kind of like opened doors for like a lot of people like in the industry too. With the City Girls, with Megan, with Doja Cat, Doechii, everyone else too, and people clicking up to, which is kind of sad, but it's
Everyone
music.
loves a girl fight.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it.
I know this is like kind of something outside of like what we discussed about too, but I know nowadays too with the culture and just with like everything else going on too, like people tend to change within their behaviors too. And one thing I don't know if like this might be true like in that sense. Do you feel like men are becoming more creepy or is it like the opposite?
I mean, first of all, online dating, I think ruined everything. And just like, it's so easy to like pick up your phone and like on to the next. Like people are disposable nowadays. And I think whatever, like people just suck.
Yeah, true.
It's creepy. Yeah, there's creepy vibes, but there's always been creepy vibes with women and men,
Yeah,
you know?
true. I think like kind of depends on like certain situations
Yeah.
and like habits too. Because I know with some people too, like some people can't handle rejection in a sense because you know if they were used to being like called out like at a certain light too, like you know getting like compliments too, like they probably can't handle it like if it like kind of hits like in a way too. I feel like it also like depends on the person too, and like depends on how we view like society's like looks too, because
Yeah.
the way men have to appear, the way women have to appear too. Like it all depends on certain cultures, certain backgrounds too. Like all depends on race, all depends on like a lot of like other facts too. But I feel like it is a balance. So you do see some people like not handling like rejection in certain ways too, men and women like alike too. So it could hit like one way or another, you know.
Yeah. Social media, I think, ruined everybody.
So have you decided to like delete Tinder or anything?
I deleted it, but it's like it's a love-hate relationship. Like you come in, you delete it. A couple months later, you come back to it, then you delete it again. It's a never-ending cycle. I think the best way to like meet someone is naturally, and like I don't know, the online dating thing is awful.
Yeah, true. Because I know some people like it kind of works in some situations too. I read this like book where this guy like he was using like Grindr just to like sell drugs and all the too. Like some are either like
That's
using
smart.
certain apps, to kind of like sell their business or stuff like that too, or others.
Yeah, I mean you get Instagram followers, like,
Yeah.
but I mean it's a dangerous world out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you never know who you're gonna meet too, and like some people fake their profiles, like they catfish. Like I read something where this guy like worked at a bar and like he noticed like this like one person that was like sitting there to like wait for the day too, and it was supposed to be like a guy of like a certain like style background, and it turned out to be some old guy that came by, and like the girl noticed and like just
Catfish.
pretty much told the
Yeah.
guy told the bartender to like let the guy know like, hey, he can't be here, because you're gonna have situations like that too. pretty much.
I just think and it also just like ruined like love, because it's just like people get so bored easily. Like it's just like on to the next, and you can just keep swiping, like never ending, right?
Yeah,
So it's sad.
true.
So I'm not really like, this is the first time in my life I'm like not like looking for a relationship. If it finds me, it finds me.
Yeah.
But I'm happy just doing my own thing.
Like the single life being like the best life, like in a way for now.
Yeah.
True.
Because you can just focus on yourself, and like when there's distractions, like you can't really focus because you're like worried about the other person.
Yeah. So I know some people too, like I think some people too, they do expect a relationship too, but like, you know, you can be happy being single or just, you know, doing your own thing for like 10, 20, 30 years, and, you know, works out too. You could travel, you could like just enjoy life, connect with people, like focus on your like business, craft, like it works out either way, no?
Yeah, more people are choosing that life, I think, now.
For sure.
It's hard to trust people out there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's facts too.
But it gets lonely sometimes, for sure.
Like even like just like when like I don't know if you've been to different countries just to kind of check out, sightsee, like connect with like people and all that too.
Yeah, I've been a lot of places, luckily.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like you might find someone, like not find someone, but like, you know, find a community or like just a group there to kind of connect, hang out for that part?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm just gonna just take it as it comes. If it's meant for me, it's meant for me, and that's kind of the mindset that I'm moving forward with. Like, you think going out and like finding someone that way is gonna happen? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe. That's facts.
I'm open to it.
That's facts.
But it's just gotta. If it's meant to be, it'll be.
Meant to be. That's facts. XXL Freshman. I know like this is like kind of like outdated too because it's been I think 4 or 5 months right now. But they just had it just a while back. They had like some interesting choices too. Jello, Samara Sin, YTB Fat, Laser Dim. I think 500 or 700.
Georgiana or whatever. Her name is.
She's not. Maybe next the upcoming one.
Oh, I thought she was on. I don't know any of these people.
Baby Chief do it, like a lot of like other people. Nino Paid. It's like the new generation and all that too, but I don't know if you still catch up with like XXL by any chance.
No. I don't. Like I see if it's posted, it's posted, but I don't know anyone you just mentioned. The last time I saw it and like knew someone was like Little Malibu. You
mean Lil Mabu?
Mabu? Yeah. Love him.
I don't think he made it.
Oh, I thought he did.
No. Because I think some people get like editorials and all that too, and others like they get posted here and there too. But yeah, I think it's like at a time where we're getting old and like the new generation, it's like, you know, people like in high school, people like in college too. And I'd say it's like
the kids
pretty much, you know, based on the streaming community, TikTok, like a lot of like other factors too.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it kind of just like not ruined hip hop too, but like, you know, kind of put like hip hop like in a more like darker light, or do you think like there is like some room for people to be showcased, you know?
That's a good question. I think yeah, like we're in a weird time, like, and I'm old school, so it's like hard for me to keep up. But yeah, the Twitch stuff, like the streaming, the TikTok, it's all very interesting. And I mean, just the next chapter, the next generation, like, well, it'll be interesting to watch what happens next.
True. 'Cause I feel like with us, like, I don't know, like, it is, like, good right now when there are certain artists, like, releasing, like, projects, too, that kind of give, like, that old school vibe, too, with Clips, Freddie Gibbs, JID, friggin', Tyler, the Creator at times, too.
I love him.
West Side Gun, like, a lot of people, you know, like, and we recognize them from years and years upon, and
yeah,
I know with the new generation, they try to catch up with some of the stuff, too, and, like, they do pay homage to some of the artists that they grew up with, like Travis, with Kanye, with Drake, and I think those guys kind of are more of a generational act, like, in terms of, like, everyone connecting, like, in the sense, too, like, you know, comparing, like, the Drakes, the Kanyes, the Nickis, Cardis, Travis Scotts.
That's that generation. Sorry, go.
Oh, it's like the Michael Jacksons, like the Princes, the friggin' Lionel Richie's.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just the evolution of music, and I think that it's like the history right now, like we're in it, and it's like this next revolution, this next sound is coming out in a few years. There's going to be a different sound coming out. It's just like the pioneers of this sound is starting right now. So it'll be interesting to see.
Facts. I think one thing that I can rant on is that they never put like a Toronto artist on like that since for XXL. Like in the Freshman thing too. Like I know they were supposed to have Drake and Tory Lanez at some point and Party Next Door.
I feel like Sad Boy will be up there soon because she is killing it, and I'd love to see it. True. And I love her sound. It's so dope. Yeah.
Sav RAXX could be a possibility too. Maybe, you know, if I'm lucky, Connor Price too. I think.
Love Connor Price.
I know with Connor out of the other ones too, he actually does have like a lot of recognition right now too.
He does, yeah,
like
killing it.
He works with like Big Sean. He worked with friggin' Idris Elba and all that too. Like he has like major co-signs performing like all over the world too, and like big on TikTok. And I think he is a good contender for the XXL Freshman like next year and all that too. Sapphire probably like another one too, like in terms of like the new Toronto sound like going on too. I know, like, at some point, too, there were supposed to be, like, the Night Lavelle's, the Kellys, the Presses, and all that, too, and, just didn't work out, like, in that sense, too, but...
A lot of politics, yeah.
And I think with Double XL, too, like, sometimes, too, it's, like, the staff, they're kind of, like...
Favoritism?
Not favoritism, but, like, they're not intertwined with what's going on, like, nowadays, too, with, like, some new acts, some people... kind of do the research here and there too on like what's going on.
Yeah,
but
you're never gonna make everyone happy. It's just like the lists, like top 50 rappers, blah blah blah. Like everyone has an opinion.
Yeah,
and that's just what it is. And like those people at Freshman, like that's their opinion, and that's great. But there's so many outlets and there's so many different things. Like just keep going.
Yeah, for sure. Have you ever felt like list culture kind of ruined, just discussions about music too? Because I know
it's just annoying.
Yeah, because I know you had like some discussion a couple years back about like that whole like female rap list like thing too and all that.
Yeah. What was Friday?
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly, but
I think because like
he loves to stir the pot. Friday. Yeah, true. Love you, but you stir the pot.
Yeah, that was dope. Okay, women in hip hop. So. I know we did talk about that for a bit too with like some of the artists too. Like how do you feel about like the women like right now, like just like in music too, like if they're like still killing it, or do you think there's like a more of a steady like decline that like nowadays?
Oh, we're killing it. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of like what the Cardis, like Ice Spice, like Glorilla. Everyone's killing it.
Yeah. I feel like they are releasing like good music too, and like they're nominated with their craft too. Like Sexy actually
Sexy Red. She's coming to Toronto soon.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, I think some people are opening up for like I think Double M, Mariah, Paris. So
yeah, I'd love to see
that'll be a dope show too. Yeah, even with some of the Toronto stuff too, like I do definitely notice like more women coming in with music too, and like they're in like various like platforms too, like with Busy Bee, with DMTV, with the other stuff too, and like even like Playaz Ball, like they like acknowledge like a lot of people, which it's amazing to see and all that too. In my opinion too,
you gotta pay for it though.
What's up?
You gotta pay for those little showcases, so it's just like marketing, right?
Yeah, that's facts too. But even with like some of the like women too, I feel like there were some people that kind of made some rants too on like how the style of music is like not the same as how it was like back in the day to when back in the day we had the MC Lights, we had the Mishi Me's, we've had the Queen Latifahs, the Lauryn Hills, the Lady of Rage and all that too, the Yo-Yos, the Missy like Elliott's and all that too. Like some people, like,
your shit, eh?
Yeah, it's like some people felt like they do expect more from some of these artists too, because like not everyone wants to listen to like the
younger people.
Well, not the younger people, but like the decorum, like like the decorum music too. The pop, my P, and all that.
Yeah,
all that too. And I think like some people like they want like some new stuff too, and there are others that kind of do change the fact too, with Doja Cat, with Samara Sin, who's like a very like dope artist too.
Yeah,
like,
you can argue the same with guys too, like just talking about guns, money, drugs, all that shit. Like it's just that's just the way.
Yeah. And I feel
it is like what do you write about, right? Like, and you gotta like people. It's hard for you to like. I know this being like a personal artist of like putting my emotions and my feelings into songs. Like. You're not going to sit there and listen to it and be like, well, maybe you will, but like relate to it, right? Like with those like easy songs about like popping your pussy and shit, like it's just kind of like songs that you don't have to think about, and people like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's just different forms of art and going back to like opinion of what you...
True. And I think there is a balance. So I think because like with some people too, like they only see like what's in the surface value too with what's going on in music right now, because even with the like Billboard charts too, like they don't have like a rap song, which is now different because like now Megan is like I think 38 on the charts too with the My Man song and all that too. So
yeah, but all that shit is just like money talks, like it's labels get you in there and it's all business, right? True. It's not really about who makes the best music, like it's business.
Sure.
So
In your opinion too, or like in what you're seeing like right now too, do you know like any like new female artists that are kind of making like a wave too, that that are like kind of changing like the landscape of what music is today? Like,
well,
not
Sad Boy for sure. Like I think that I love her aesthetic. I love her lyrics. I love her beat choices. Like I think she's gonna be the next big, like our next Drake. She's touring with Rico Nasty right now, or I think they're done. But yeah, for sure her.
sure.
Yeah.
For me, like I do tap in with like some artists that are like kind of like killing it either way too. Let me just turn this off.
You're good.
There is like this artist named, I think, Sierra the rapper, who is kind of like a country artist. Well, not country artist too, but like she also like raps too. Like she's like one of the more like recent artists that are kind of making a wave and
a new sound, like a country rap.
Yeah, true. I know there's like this like female rap group like named Cuzzos, like out of like LA, that are like kind of like doing their thing too. And I mean there are like some artists who like Lexa Gates and like Samara Sin that are like kind of paving the way like in their new sound too. Like some doing the more like boom bap, like underground, like individual stuff. Others like even like Shay Noir and like Armani Caesar that are kind of like doing the whole like real rap type stuff too.
Yeah,
and, like the Cash Dolls, and I think
I love to see it.
Yeah,
love to see it.
It's dope. And as far as like albums too, because usually I want to like discuss more on like albums like with like artists too, like what were like some like albums that kind of changed like your life like musically, like in ways of
Well, I love Drake Views. That was a good one. That was a good year. So many other like things. I am the word, like you are such, you could like name a song. Like I love that about you. I don't like my Spotify, like when I put it on, it's just like I hit random, and if I fuck with it, I fuck with it. If I don't, I don't. But it's hard. Black, like Six Lack, but Black. His album was so good. That was a big one. Yeah, it's hard. I just kind of put my Spotify on and let it play, let it rip.
For me, Take Care by Drake was like a project that I actually started to show like more like appreciation on that too. I used to be like a big fan of the Good Kid, Mad City. I feel like that's like Kendrick's like probably one of his like best albums like of all time too. I think like it kind of trumps like all the other releases too, but like the other ones are also like pretty good like in their own way too. Like My Name Is My Name by Pusha T too. Like that's like another like dope project that I like listen to like in and out and all that.
Is that the one with like the bathroom photo?
The Barcode.
Oh, okay.
That was like I think his first ever solo project that he had like another one like back in the day too, but his first like official solo project, and it had some good features too. Like Nostalgic by Kendrick Lamar was on there too. Hold On by Rick Ross and all that too. He had a song called like Sweet Serenade by Chris Brown, which is like very dope too. And like that's like one of my favorite projects of all time. Nas is like Illmatic, like kind of.
Illmatic was the first CD I ever bought.
Oh, dope.
With my own money.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom bought me like the Kid Bops, but when I had money, that was the first CD I bought.
I think
91 discs on Collingwood.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, the first one was like I think Life After Death. Ready to Die. Like that was like the first one I ever bought with my
50 Cent.
Yeah. No, Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like that's like.
I'm thinking Get Rich or Die Trying.
Oh, true.
Yes.
Yeah, like
love Biggie. Are you a Biggie or a Pac fan?
I like Biggie because of like the heavy, like deep, like lyricism too. Like I do like Pac here and there too, but I feel like Pac is like more of a hit guy, whereas like with Biggie, like I could like dive deep onto the tracks too and like listen to it like full on, like like the style and like
like East Coast flow is so like don't come for me, but East Coast flow is way better than West Coast flow. Yeah, but don't come for me.
Yeah, because I know there are like some West Coast projects that do their thing too, but I feel like because they relied like a lot like on Sims too and like the bounce type beats, like sometimes it doesn't like hit like as it should and all that too. Like with East Coast stuff too, like you get like a dope sample, like you get like a good vibe and like it hits like either way.
Yeah, I love New York. Like New York rap scene is the best.
And even with like Toronto too, like I think like it kind of like mimics like the way too, because when like Chocolate came up with Mishi Me, Cardinal, they still had their own intertwined too with the dancehall with the other culture, but like you do definitely see like a lot of like East Coast stuff too, like even on Maestros, like I think was like this like Let Your Backbone Slide, like you do see like some like East Coast like rumblings, like late 80s, like
Yeah.
early 90s type
Well, we're
stuff too.
neighbors with them,
Yeah.
so yeah.
But yeah, even like projects like kind of outside of that whole like rap hip hop wave too. Random Access Memories by Daft Punk was like a favorite one by mine. Friggin' I don't know if you know not Ready to Die, like Born to Die by Lana Del Rey. Like that's still like a certain.
Does that have cinnamon? What's that song? Cinnamon?
It had Blue Jeans. It had video games. Like those are like very like dope songs too. Even like I think
I can't believe how like you can remember like song names, song titles, album. I think it's so dope.
Yeah. I think when you listen to like music like every other time, or like when you like tap into some stuff too, because I used to like listen to music like almost every single day too. Like you do definitely like listen to the songs that you definitely tap into, pay attention, and you kind of like memorize and all that too. And it hits like even way more different, like even if you like have like it on like full replay, or you play it like almost like every other day and all that too. Because like you'll know like the style of the song too. Like even there was a song called I think like Smoke Again by like Chance the Rapper and like Absol and all that too. And I still remember like that whole like intro thing too, where they do like more of the horns, like do 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 do, and it still hits like either way too, because like it's like
Your memory is real good.
Yeah,
I can't remember what I did yesterday.
True. I do want to hold off like another discussion for a bit too, because I think I know it might shake up some people too, but I know there is like a couple like things that we do have like left too, and like usually for some people it's like if I have a guest on who makes music, or someone that is like way deep within music, like usually I'd ask them to like recite a verse that they would know like from like Hard and all that too. Like I don't know if there's like some like a verse that like full that like the lyrics that you want to like recite like on here.
You want me to?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, put me on the spot. Very hungover. RAXX City, sitting here trying to rap, but my mind blocked, kind of like my hater, so I can't stop. I'm going to keep going just to piss him off. I'm going to keep going till I hit the top. Small town girl with a big dream, moved to the city. Yeah, I got a big team. It's a takeover. It's in full effect. Working on that big comeback since the day I left. Yeah. RAXX is my name. Big old tits here to fuck up the game. I sing and I rap real good. I'm from the country and I'm not from the hood.
I guess that's like one of your favorite like verses of all time and all that.
It's just one that is like I know.
Oh, sure. All right. Dope to hear and all that too. And I know we're approaching like the end of the year right now. Like right now it's like November. We're about to hit like 2026 right now, which it's an interesting vibe too. So
I think it's gonna be a good year.
Yeah, I think because like right now it's too like the day that we recorded, Max B's like actually home and all that too. So like that's like amazing to see. Like I think a lot of artists have came home, like Pooh Shiesty, Hood Rich, Pablo One, and all that too. Blueface, surprisingly. So many people, like even the past 4 years, like we've had Rallo.
We just need Tori home,
and we gotta wait like maybe like another 4 or 5 years. But hey, it is what it is, But I think music is gonna change, like even with these like people coming home too, because now you're gonna have like a list of superstars that are still like making like music right now, and I think it's gonna intertwine the change within like what we're seeing right now versus what we would have expected before too, because some like were in jail like at their prime and all that too, like with Pooh Shiesty, Max B and all that too. So we're gonna see like some dope music too. Like I know like Young Thug dropped, Wife and Lucci dropped, Bobby Shmurda and like Rowdy Rebel like dropped a while back too, and all that. Rallo, like we're definitely gonna see like some good music and all that too.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that, but you're totally right.
Yeah. Do you have any like close remarks? Like I don't know if you have like anything going on like for the end of the year or like for like 2026.
We're gonna be doing another summer tour, definitely. Lots of festivals coming up for 2026, and then I'll be dropping my third studio album some point in the year. When you're an independent artist, you fund everything yourself. So, and I want it to be right, and it's a very personal project. It's not gonna be like very. It's going to be different, like I have a lot of like Clams Casino kind of vibes, like it'll be interesting.
Okay.
I'm excited.
All that too. Yo, RAXX, dope have you on again and all that too. Like,
thank you.
Shared a lot of like dope gems too. Like, like this is like a very like conversational base as different from like last time too, and like, you know, it's dope to have, you know, because we definitely do have like a lot of conversations, not only with music but with the culture and all that too, and it's important to chat about, you know.
And you're so good. Like, I want you to keep going and keep pushing, and it's awesome to see you're very good at what you do.
Thank you. I really appreciate you too, and like wishing nothing but
Big
the
up
best, like,
yourself.
regardless and all that, you know.
Big up yourself.
Thank you. Yo, definitely like a pleasure, you know. And yo, this is Josh, also known as Yashu, with the legendary RAXX in the building and all that too. You can get this on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Buzzsprout, much more. Definitely check out RAXX's music on all platforms. Definitely check out RAXX City on all platforms, and Matthew on all platforms too. Definitely check out her shows coming up soon with Danny Fernandes or wherever she's at your city too, whether it's in Peterborough, whether it's like Ottawa, wherever, you know. Like, definitely cop your tickets, you know. And
Yeah, and book me. I'll come to your city.
yeah, I mean, you had the IG post too, like a while back too, you know. Like, they do gotta definitely like give you like a bag either way too, or like some hotel rooms, you know. So, all right, man.
Come correct.
Exactly, man. Yo, this is Josh, also known as Yashu, with RAXX, signing off, you know.